We're at the Fan Fest for Beatles in New York City, where thousands of fans of the Beatles get together every year to hear bands, to buy memorabilia, just to have a great time. Let's check it out.
Like so many others, I saw them on the Ed Sullivan Show 50 years ago and fell in love.
Loved the Beatles, first love. And then when I met my husband, he was in this business, and it was, wow, you know, I'm on the road on a magical mystery tour.
I saw the Beatles 3 times. I've seen them individually every time they've been around.
My name is Paul.
Vanessa.
Now, neither of you could possibly have been alive when the Beatles arrived in New York 50 years ago. So how did you come to be Beatles fans?
My parents, my dad's like a big Beatle maniac, and all he did was raise me up on the Beatles. That's really all I ever knew until I became a teenager, really.
And with him, by meeting him, I became a Beatles fan.
Can't buy me love.
So what's your favorite, quirkiest thing you have here today?
I would say the talcum powder.
Talcum powder.
This is an original Beatle talcum powder. Still has the talcum powder inside. No dents, no rust. It's perfect condition.
Now, did the Beatles use Margot of Mayfair's talcum powder?
I doubt it seriously.
Can of Beatles hairspray, which is one of the rarer items, and this is in the best condition I've ever seen in 35 years.
Does it actually still have hairspray in it?
A drop, but I'm not going to use it.
All you need is love.
My name's John.
John?
Yes, it is.
John.
Yeah.
And do you have friends named Paul, George, Ringo?
I do actually have a brother called George.
My favorite collectible is probably the Beatles sneakers.
Sneakers?
I have sneakers in a box that were from 1964. They're very rare. They're women's sneakers. They're blue, pointy-toed. They have the laces. They've never been worn, and they're really rare.
When you thought to introduce Vanessa to Beatles music, was there some particular song you played for her?
I think the first song I ever played for her was I Am the Walrus.
Is there any sort of piece that you long for and you hope someday you'll stumble across?
Yes.
4 autographs on one piece of paper. All 4 autographs on one piece of paper start at like $5,000–6,000.
Airline menu that was signed in 1965 by all 4 Beatles when they were on the plane going to the Bahamas.
And you've got that for how much?
$15,000.
This album was signed on the Ed Sullivan Show on February 9th, 1964. It was signed for a lighting technician on that show. So this is the most valuable piece.
And how much would that be worth?
$350,000.
And is this alarmed right now?
No, but I go to the gym regularly.
What we do is replicate exactly stitch for stitch the iconic stuff that the Beatles wore on stage. I own McCartney's original Shea jacket, and I kind of always wanted one for myself, and I thought, well, if I want one, I'm sure a lot of other people would like one.
Well, can I try one of them on?
You certainly can. Looks great. Looks good.
All right.